Test, test, test. Test, test, test. All right, sounds like we're good. Something like that. What's going on? What's up, Ronatina? How are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Nick the Sack, the love is bag and I never left. Out here with Everything Tarot, doing tarot readings, doing what we do. If you got a question, go ahead and drop it in the chat, right? I just got on. We're back in the mix. Good to see you. It's been a long time. Good to have the setup. Good to be back here with the setup and everything. Feels good to be back. Been a while. Been too long. Drop a like on the video. Show some love. And yeah, throw your questions out. I'll be more than happy to read for you. Get some cards on the table. Nice day. Nice day for a read. Okay, I got you. Let's look into that. Yeah, Rona's asking, is it an opportunity or a scholarship to travel abroad for my studies this year or next year? Let's find out. Let's see. Hope you're doing all right today, by the way. Thanks for coming by the stream. Okay, I see stability with your actions sitting here in the past. So I want to say that you're making this move from a place of strength and also from a place of really preparedness. I feel like this is something that you're ready to do, right? And you're in a good position to do so, to travel abroad. I feel like you've got your foundation down. Okay, sitting here in the present, it looks like, yeah, and this love when it come out in reverse. Let's find out. Yeah, so here in the present, it looks like maybe you're going to have to, because I do see that Lover's in reverse. Yeah. Triple confirmation. It doesn't look so positive, I'm afraid. Okay. Unbounding yourself from these ideas. Okay, yeah, you might have to be open to maybe things not exactly working out the way it is that you want them. It's kind of what it's telling me. It looks like you're kind of stuck in this space where, you know, you're actually bound by this, you know, set of thinking where you're like kind of, it has to work out this way. I feel like you're kind of being urged to embrace other opportunities or maybe looking at it from a different perspective. I see that the foundation is good, and that's good because you have strength on which to lean on. You can do this yourself. It's kind of what this is telling me. This here in the present, this is kind of saying you're going to have to walk away from like an emotionally challenging situation. Coming out with this, eight of cups. So it's like leaving all this on the table for something better kind of a deal. And so for me, that's like, this is your situation, but I feel like it's not really working out. You're kind of having to turn your back here. Look to other opportunities, find other ways to get that 10, to get that total emotional fulfillment. I don't see that here for you yet. In fact, we had Lovers come out in reverse, and that's your major arcana of this reading. That's really going to be really the meat of it, you know, what it is that you truly love. And I feel like this opportunity to travel abroad, a scholarship, sure, you would love that, you know. And this being in reverse, it's not saying it's not here, because it is here. It's just in the reverse. This is indicating maybe having to wait longer than you'd want to. The way I'm kind of reading it, with you having to walk away here, it's kind of saying that maybe there's a missed opportunity. And even though we know what it is that we want, that doesn't always mean that necessarily things line up. And I don't see this offer coming in, this yes or no decision coming to you for emotional fulfillment for what it is that you truly love. I'm sorry, this is just a Two of Cups, but same deal. It's still an agreement, a decision, a yes or a no, and it's, for all intents and purposes, this is your lover card. Exchanging your cups here. I see this having to do with emotions and actions here, having cups and wands equally represented. I clarified that Two of Cups in reverse with Five of Wands, and this is conflicting actions here. So it seems like actions you're taking in this direction are going to be butting up against the actions of others and what other people are doing. So with this card, I'm kind of getting a competition space coming out where potentially you having to fight other people for this position, this spot, this idea that you're kind of bound in is almost working to your detriment. It's like having to compete is ultimately you're in a space where you might have to walk away from this competition. I see the fighting, but I don't see the offers coming in. I see hesitancy. I see you caught in this situation. And I also see you on a level having to kind of walk away. And I feel like that's kind of where you're at now, is like, well, is this going to work out or not? If it doesn't work out, then I'm going to have to embrace greener pastures and more opportunities for emotional fulfillment. So with that being said, this sitting in the future, feel like, maybe this decision not going to come through for you. Maybe you're not going to get this offer. More conflict surrounding your actions. I feel like this situation right here is not necessarily the most is not the most pleasant for you. The best thing I see for you really is sitting here in your past is your foundation, which is really good, and your actions, which have been balanced, which is understandable why you feel like you deserve this scholarship and this opportunity. But I think it's here where you're a little smart, or where you're being wise. I see wisdom here, sitting here in the present saying, well, look, if I need to walk away, then I need to walk away. If, I'm not being fulfilled here emotionally, then I need to seek that, find that somewhere else, because it's what I want. I want to, I want things to go my way. So, I'm willing to take the high road if, the situation's sitting in the low road. And I feel like that's kind of what you're being called to do, especially with this Eight of Swords coming out as your indicator, significator. What's up, Gerard? How you doing? Because it seems like you're tied up or you're stuck in this situation and you need to unbound yourself. And I really feel like that's what this is, almost what this question is about. This is your unbounding of, hey, tell me, is this going or is this not going? Is it coming or going? Because if it's going, I'm going. If it's coming, then, I'll be there. We're going to make this happen. I feel like you're kind of unraveling yourself out of the situation to free yourself to greater opportunities for emotional fulfillment. And this could possibly be just other opportunities there. You talk about scholarship. Maybe this is applying for other scholarships and not necessarily the ones that you've already applied for. The eggs in the basket kind of a deal where you're more able to, kind of step away from one situation, but tackle it from another perspective. Because yeah, I just see you butting your head a little bit. It's going to be challenging. I definitely see it being tricky. I see you having to fight for it. And I see you having to be emotionally centered and coming from a place of stable actions here to guide you through your situation. So that is what I have for you. Yeah, I wish it was more, I don't know. I guess it's realistic though. Don't let me tell you something that's, untrue. You know what I mean? You're welcome. You're welcome, Rona. I guess that's realistic expectation. It's realistic. Hey, so what is my love interest, Ions? Thank you very much for stopping by. Please drop a like, all that good business. And I appreciate you being subscribed because I think I put on subscriber only mode. So that's kind of cool. At least we can up the subscriber count. But yeah, I'm back. So keep coming back around. I'll be back around. Gerard was asking, what's my love interest, Ian's current feelings and intentions towards me as I continue to help her heal from her heartbreak? Good on you. Good on you, bro. We last talked on the 1st. Okay. Okay. Let's read between y'all. Find some synergy. Appreciate that thumbs up. I appreciate whoever that was. And we're trying to get some more juice back in the channel. It has been a little bit. It's been a while, but that's okay. Yeah, you gotta start somewhere. Isn't that right? Okay. Looking for Gerard. Okay. So she's confused because she doesn't know the right thing to do. But I do see commitment in her future. But I see her making a move towards something, a commitment towards a direction. And a potentially direction for her life, as well as where her clarity is at, or what makes sense to her. So it has to be something that's in alignment with where she's going for her to offer commitment. But that is what she wants to do. That's what she's looking at, is this commitment. But I do see her concerned here. Ultimately, she does appear to be confused, in a state of confusion, related to do with the right thing, making the right choice. She wants to make the right decision. She doesn't want to be wrong. This is the place that she's in. We're going to read a little bit between y'all here. Okay, and you're looking for stability in the situation, potentially in her. I see you moving towards something official, so you definitely want something official with her. Okay, I see wisdom sitting on the mind, and I definitely concur here. You helping her is definitely building you up in a big way, in a good way. What's going on, folks? Thank you. What's up, Marina? Thank you for your question. We'll get right to you. Anyway, yes. I see you sitting here in the realm of wisdom here, and you're doing really good. You're doing really good, I think, actually, with what you've been putting out energetically. I see y'all lined up on the future aspect. You're looking at something official. She's looking at commitment. She's coming from a place of needing direction and clarity. You're coming from a place of communication. And I feel like this is the communication that you've been having with her. This is your question, right? You know, you've been reaching out. And I feel like that communication has been having its impact on her direction. You have been influencing that as well. Yeah, I really like this tower being lined up here with the commitment for y'all. It looks like that's going to go. When I look at her ethics being hidden, which is just like her wanting to find right and wrong, the right decision. This is lining up with your wisdom. So again, intuitively, I feel like you're answering these questions for her. I feel like you're coming through and you're filling in the gaps. You're filling in the spaces. I feel like it's really helping. Yeah, I'm reading your comments here, Gerard. I think you have been taking it shows here. It shows here. I'm not just saying that. I'm reading it. This wisdom energy that's been coming out. You taking the smart approach. You treating her, respectfully, building her as a person, that kind of a thing. That's filling in these gaps to like where she's seeing the person that she does want to be through that. I feel like, and you're really like educating her, experiencing her. You're just giving her this wisdom that's like helping things make sense for her. That's helping her to grow as a person. I really love that energy. You're doing good work regardless. And then here I see her confusion over here linked with you not seeing the stability, and that's you're wanting stability with these communications. You're making these wise moves because you want to influence your stability at the end of the day. You're dropping this wisdom because ultimately you're a smart guy. You're trying to build something. Yeah, I see the love in your heart, and I do see that in you looking over here back at communication. Definitely dropping some love vibes with that communication. You came from a place of love. And in another way, I feel like you've been also able to communicate this want for something official here. I do feel like this is being received. I feel like it's almost like she's hearing you. She's absorbing this energy, this communication, this wisdom, and it's like transforming her. Yeah, well, this is good energy. This is wisdom. This isn't gossip or chatter or you running your mouth too fast or anything. I feel like you've been dropping that real, and ultimately, even though she's confused, I believe that she's finding her way towards this commitment of something that's of what something that's the right direction for her. That's moving where she wants to go. And I think ultimately she's going to make her decision off of that. And even if she's confused on if this is the right or the wrong thing to do, I think regardless, she's still going to move in a direction towards commitment. And that commitment, reading between y'all, is going to be something official with you based on something that you said. And what it was that you said was something that was wise, you know. And that's going to be the stability that you want. And her understanding and getting this direction is going to help to erode this confusion and bring her back to a place of this, I'm doing the right thing. You know what I mean? I made the right choice. I made the right decision. That's kind of what is stopping her right now. Am I going in the right direction? And is this what's right for me? Is this, what's right or what's wrong? And I feel like you're coming across very good. I feel like she's just learning. She's just learning and coming out of this confusion state. But she definitely is looking at commitment in her future. And I see a little bit of that too for you. And that's the kind of person. That's the kind of person that's going to help her reach those and achieve those. And even someone who's got that on the mind, and isn't all consumed with themselves. Again, it's a different flavor. You got a different taste, than other people. Yeah, than just somebody who's narcissistic, all about themselves. You're really building this girl. And I feel like, if her direction has anything to do with self-growth and being a better person and, seeing more out of life, then I think you're a natural choice. You're a natural decision. Obviously, you've had some great communications up until this point. Again, I get more of she's healing and she's transforming on an interior level so she can be that person that she, needs to be, is growing into, and the right kind of person that can make that commitment to you. She just wants to see. Here's the thing. She's going to give you a solid commitment. You're not going to get a wish-washy kind of commitment from this girl. But on the front end is more work because you gotta get her. You know what I mean? You gotta reel her in, so to speak. Hey, thank you, Gerard. I really appreciate that. Yeah, that's what I have for you. So best of luck with your situation. I think you're doing good. Keep it going. Keep it going. Great work. And let me read for you again. We are just getting back started. It's been months, actually, but it's good to be back. It's good to be back over here. So love you guys. Thanks, Gerard, for stopping by. Marina, I'm gonna get into yours. You had a question? I've got an answer. Well, the card's got an answer. I'm just reading, right? So we're over here. Let's find out what you got. Marina 454 asking, would you please tell me? Thanks, Gerard, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day, and I think we're coming into the weekend, so have a good weekend as well. Would you please tell me who's coming next in love as a serious relationship or marriage? Single Taurus over here for Marina. Okay. Now for singles, I always want to get a little angel cards coming out here. Romance angel. Yes, you've been doing great work, Gerard. I really, it's a different energy you've been throwing out there, and I think it's good. I think it's real good, man. I like, I think I was saying it for somebody else, but you're taking the high road, not the low road, and there's more to reap. You're going, what you're building is a deeper connection, a richer connection, something of substance, something of value, something worth committing to, and so I think it's good to see that kind of work. For Marina, let's get some messages out for you, huh? Messages for Marina. We got one here. Okay, stay optimistic about your love life. Love getting that for singles, right? Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Separation in the reverse, flirt in the present. If you have anybody that you're hanging on to, hung up about, something didn't work right in the past. This is a joint kind of message because this is saying, look, you need to let go. You need to allow this separation to happen. But on the other hand, you also need to get out there and flirt instead. So this is kind of that get out there singles energy, button up against that, letting go of the past and, you know, yeah, embracing that single aspect. At the same time, you got to distance yourself from, one situation to have another situation. And so then you got this flirtation energy coming in, and that's something new, right? That's something new. And this is your energy, in a lot of ways. Maybe it's not necessarily just like flirting, although it definitely should be. But, flirting is more than just words. A lot of times it's, there we are, playfulness, right? To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And that's it, isn't it? It's being playful. Not just, being, flirtatious, just, hanging all over somebody or, doing too much. Like, you can just be like playful and have a light energy, an energy about you that like suggests more than, just hitting on somebody or whatever. I feel like that's kind of like the clarification there of that flirtation energy. You're saying, I want to flirt. How do I flirt? Playfulness, right? Allow your spirit of fun, your inner youthful spirit of fun, right? So allow you to be young again. You know what I mean? Or, sometimes we feel old. We aren't old and we feel older. Sometimes we are old and regardless, we can always feel young. That's the kind of energy right here. This playfulness. That's where spirit's moving you, because we had that separation message come out. So I feel like that's in the mix a little bit. Here we go. Retreat. It's like we're saying the same message twice here. So it's like flirt turns into playfulness. So it's like you need to flirt, but how do I flirt? Be playful, right? And then we got this separation, right? And separation in reverse, which is like I'm still attached or have some, emotional something. Even if we want to get rid of it, it's still there. This, separation, type of energy sitting on, kind of sitting on our backs a little bit, weighing us down. And it's like, okay, well, that goes into retreat. And so this retreat energy is saying, look, it's time to disconnect from the world. And that definitely includes that, but it's attachments. It's being bound. That puts you in another place of, well, I don't need anything. I don't need anybody. I'm literally just an observer, an experiencer. I'm on the ship of life. You know what I mean? I'm a passenger. And I'm just not going to be attached. You know what I mean? I'm not going to let everything pull at me. I control, right? My happiness, my, direction. I control all these things. So I don't have to be in this position of I'm missing this person, anything, because I've retreated from all that. You almost build a bubble around yourself. But it's like you need a bubble to survive the the climate of Mars, and the planet would kill you if you were exposed to the elements. You need your own bubble. You need a bubble of like your sacred space of like no one's gonna fuck with you. This is part of that stay optimistic about your love life. That's the seed of that, where it's like, there's something better out there for me. That's like that's your go-to. That's your barrier. I'm optimistic. I've got positive thinking. I've got faith in this whole love thing because someone for everybody, right? This is allow you to flirt, you know what I mean? And be, well, then fine. It's all fun then. It's all fun and games then because good things are going to happen. Now you're in a light energy and then bam, now you're playful flirt, right? Because now you have that, now you're like, okay, things are fun. And then now you have your fun and now you're playful and, you can just monkey around or whatever and have fun with that. Good. I'm glad that it is resonating for you. That's why I'm back and that's why I'm doing my thing. Love this work. Moving forward, this separation sitting here, that's the other end. And we're tired of that other end, right? We're done with that. This whole, you know what I mean? Not wanting to, feeling alone, right? And not wanting to feel alone. Am I right? Feeling connected, but then feeling disconnected at the same time, right? Not feeling able to, live your life. These are the energies. Here's the thing, Marina. Here's the thing. Whenever that could have came out, but it didn't want to come out. Why? No, here's why it didn't want to come out, because you got to do this work first. Once you take care of this, you're not going to be worried about the other thing. Does that make sense? When your energy is in the right place, you are going to be approached by everybody. When your energy's not in the right place, you're going to attract the wrong people, or you're going to attract nobody, or things not going to work out. You're going to wonder why they're not working out. You're going to wonder why people, cheating around on you, doing other things, whatever, and you can't have, stability and a foundation and any type of commitment. And it's because on an energetic level, things are not syncopating. They're not gelling in a way. And this is your energy to straighten you out so that way you're in the position to attract all this, right? We gotta pay the toll. You know what I mean? We gotta go through the tolls or the barriers to bring us back to ourselves so that way we're the best offer that we can make to the marketplace, right? And so that way people are going to want us instead of other people or whatever, as it can all, be a competition sometimes. I can read out some more messages for you. Nobody is on here asking questions, so that's cool. I can drop a little bit more for you. So I'm going to drop another line of cards down here. And let's see a little bit more in this situation. And start relating this with other areas of your life, certain aspects. For Marina, more cards. Okay, so stay optimistic about your love life is linked with expectation here. And so we've had a lot of expectations. I feel like this is what's weighing down your optimism. I feel like every time it is that you get optimistic, you start to have expectations. You start to expect the world. You start to expect that, but who's coming for me? That kind of a thing. And while you can be optimistic, and that's good, it's lighthearted, it's positive. Expectation is the other pole, right? Is the negative to the positive, and is like kind of what brings you back down and brings you out of that energy of optimism back into this, okay, but where's my person? You know what I mean? And that's not like, okay, I was optimistic, so where's my person at? We can't, you have to go follow through. You have to follow through the whole process. And you got to be optimistic past you're probably going to have to be optimistic after you've gotten with the person, because you got to imagine that the person that you're with, is someone who's worth having faith and believing in, and that you're not being negative about them. So optimism is going to continue to be a theme, and so is expectation, because you can have expectations around the person. You could be optimistic about things, but expectation, this cycle and this dipolic, if that's even a word, it's two-pole system of either optimistic or expectation, can polarize us, and then we flip like a switch. Where is all our optimism now whenever we're so expecting, when we're in this place of expectation? And I feel like that's whenever, and that's why I read it this way. This is a spiritual line. This is a physical line. And so in that sense, on the physical world, in the physical realm, you're not seeing anything that's making you actually want to be optimistic and have the faith and the positive thinking. You're like, but I'm not seeing any of it. That's not how it works. There's a spiritual energy, and you have to be spiritually positive thinking and have your faith, despite the real world, expectations that are weighing. Well, I've been doing this. It's been this long. These are all facts. You know what I mean? That's not meeting and circumstance and emotion and relations and that type of a deal, which is a totally different, doesn't have anything to do with time on that aspect, right? That's about connection and other things. So it's manifesting this base of energy and this personhood, this personality, this you, right? That is not necessarily going to be in line with what it is that we're, surrounded with. It's like the Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, you're working out of a garage, but you see that, penthouse. You know what I mean? It's like you have to not really be, invested in your surroundings, because you see so much more past that. And that's the energy that it needs to carry you over the hump, over the hurdle, right? What else do we have going on? What's going on in our present mix? Here we have concern and adjudication coming out mixed with separation and flirt. So, okay, with adjudication, I almost feel like they're the one who left, right? I feel like maybe we've got we saw a negative judgment, that kind of a thing. And I also see concern with flirt. And we could also, okay, so there's a bit of an issue with judgments going on here. I feel like on the one hand, you're probably judged unfairly. Maybe I feel like perhaps they're the ones who broke it off. On another hand, I feel like now you're trying to play judge and you're trying to judge the world. You're trying to judge yourself and you're judging your situation. This judgment is playing on expectations to where now your expectations aren't just what I'm expecting, but you're judging yourself for having these expectations. You're judging yourself for not meeting your expectations. And so by your judgment, that's how you destroy your optimism, because you're judging yourself. And you're like, well, I should have had this. I should have been that. And that's not fair to yourself. It's not fair to your situation. It's not fair to the cycle, right? It's not fair to the journey of what this looks like. If we sketch it all out on paper, there's an ending, there's a beginning, there has to be something in between. There can't just be, and I went outside and I met my neighbor and oh my gosh, things just popped off. That's not realistic. That's probably not going to happen. And if it was, it would just be a random person. It wouldn't be the right person. It wouldn't be your person. And would you deserve your person if you were not necessarily in the place? I mean, I know we'd all like to be saved or whatever, but at the same time, it's like, it's a meeting of the two people, and that person deserves like a clean slate, not somebody to rebuild, but someone to build with, and so in that way, you being in the place of being prepared is opening the door to y'all having a fresh beginning and a true start, one that's not grounded in expectation or, separation and leaving something to have something else to fill a space, but it's coming from an authentic place of self-growth and something that's growing out of passion and, self-worth, when you reaching out for things that you do want and things that things that you are passionate about, that type of a thing, that type of energy will carry you much further than just having somebody. So I want you to be in a place where you're ready for that, and where you're energetically in a place where your enjoyment of that is a lot higher as well. So here we have concern sitting over here with judication, and that's why I say it's like, it's this anxious energy of you judging everything, judging yourself, and it's coming from a place of, the self-esteem with this concern, upset, worried type of energy. And I see this carrying over also into this flirtation energy of you being able to put yourself out there, of you being like, damn, like, I'm not meeting my expectations, so, I must not be very good or something like that. You're judging yourself. And then it moves over into, okay, well, I'm no longer optimistic. And then if you're no longer optimistic, you sure as hell are not going to get out there and you're not going to flirt and extend your lighthearted energy to others. So we've got this concern as well. That's why this is telling me adjudication, but there's a low self-worth here that unfortunately is weighing in on this optimism and this ability to flirt, put ourselves in that lighthearted energy that I know is going to bring in somebody. But we have to get rid of this card here, this separation in reverse. It's messing things up. That one and the expectation. Those two will ruin you. Will ruin this situation. Judication as well. A lot of these earth cards are actually not coming out too well, which makes me feel like you're not really getting back the feedback that's carrying you through this situation. So it's understandable why you're confused, because you've been dealt basically like tough cards. You've been dealt a tough hand. It's like, oh, everything I had to go through, and now I'm in this like funk, this fucked up place. So like, I've got expectations because I kind of want what I had. You know what I mean? It sucks to have less than you had before. And then now your judgment over the situation. Now there's pressure because you're trying to put things like facts, like time and expectations on things. So now you're in a place of, well, this hasn't happened by this time. I don't have this. I don't have that. And now you're in a place to judge yourself. You're ruining your spirit. You're hurting your spirit when you do that. So then you don't even feel good about it. Good about the opportunity, the situation. This is an opportunity for you to have a lot more. This is an opportunity for you to have somebody that things are going to go with and you're going to be able to grow a lot further with and have a lot more than you ever did have with that person. That's the opportunity, right? But I feel like we're counting ourselves out. We're cutting ourselves down before we even got started. and and it's all in past situation, and I see that concern carrying over, like, not only is that the case, but I'm not happy about it. And believe it or not, you actually got a love card here. You got marriage come out. Now, marriage, I'm not going to say that's marriage. What I'm going to say is that's a couple, that's a relationship, that's somebody. That's somebody over here. Again, linked with, I see it with this flirt, this playfulness. There's your relationship, there's your person. I'll show you the card. And catch up. There we go. That's your person. There's marriage. That's wedding, right? That is a couple. That is a relationship, right? Marriage is a what? Contract, right? And that's a relationship. A relationship is a contract between two people. You have agreements. I will do this and I won't do this against you. You agree not to hurt each other in a sense. Even in that commitment, right? Coming off of this marriage card, and I see that for you. I see that for you in the physical. This is a real world person. We're not in the spiritual. This is sitting here on the earthly plane. I'm glad it resonates. Good. That means I'm doing what I'm here to do, right? I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But I do see that right there. I see that sitting right there for you. I see your person. I see your person sit right there. But it's going to require two things. It's going to require this playful energy, you leveling up into that playful energy. It starts with optimism. It grows into this flirtatious, more excited than just optimistic. Optimistic just says, look, it's not all bad. It can be better. It can be better. Other people have good. I can have good too. It's there for me. I'm just going to believe that and leave it where it is and not let these negative things weigh me down. That's it. Pretty vanilla, right? Not reaching too far, just no bad, right? We're not going to focus on that. We're not going to dwell on that. That's not going to be for our growth, right? And we move into the flirtation. It says, okay, well, maybe I'm a little excited, right? Maybe I'm a little excited. Maybe I've got a little buzz. All the things that could come off of the back of this optimism, off of the back of, things getting started again, going again, whatever. Now I'm interested, right? Now I'm interested maybe in other people, or I just want to have fun now. I just want to enjoy, right? And now we're completely leaving behind that negative energy, right? We're over here in this optimism, but we've stepped it up a bit. We've turned up the fires, and then we move from flirtatious energy of, this buzzing into a playfulness where there's somebody, and it's like, oh, I like this person. Let me do that. Let me mess with them that way or whatever. It's flirtatious. It's playing around. That's playfulness, right? But that's the kind of energy, right, that kicks off any relationship. Anyway, that certainly wouldn't be bad. That would certainly be a way to do it. That seems pretty classic to me. And, because then you got your physical chemistry and then, linking up, and then you get to share and communication, and you can, things go deeper from there. But following this separation and retreat line, which came out right with it, meanwhile, you are doing the work and the healing of, look, getting over this separation. Someone has left you. You are in separation right now, and that is fine. I don't feel like that's coming back, and I feel like you need to let that go. I feel like you're kind of resisting that a little bit. We're going to get rid of that. We're getting rid of the expectations and forcing ourselves that just because we're, doing things different doesn't mean we demand results that night. You know what I mean? That's not how it need to be, right? That's not going to do anything for us. The adjudication, you have no place judging yourself. You need to allow yourself to experience your journey. What is you're here for? All right. That's going to lay back the concerns. You're not going to be so anxious and upset and worried if you're not judging yourself, and you wouldn't be judging yourself if you didn't have these expectations that things have to be any type of way, don't humble yourself a little bit and say, you can be optimistic but still be humble. You can be badass but still be humble. You can be the shit. You can be the finest chick in the room, but you don't necessarily have to have the expectations around that, right? We don't have to have that thinking. We can know it. We can know it and not, demand it. And so I feel like it's kind of a separation there of like, you just rumble. You're just tumbling. You're rolling through the punches here. We lose that separation energy, and the thing to do with that is to retreat. Again, we build this bubble around ourselves. Look, I'm not even worried about the outside world. Fuck that person. fuck what they got going on. I'm doing me. I'm doing me, and that's cool. That's cool with me because this girl right here, she's got it, right? She's got it. She's got it going on. She doesn't need nobody else. Not like that. Not like that. Not to feel good and not to know that she's somebody worth valuing. You know what I mean? And this is your experience, and that's how we're gonna get through this thing. All right? And as soon as you hit that playfulness, as soon as you're able to really internalize those two, and where you've retreated and that's not affecting you anymore, you're good in you, right? And you're playful, and you're able to be in a place where you can just mess around with people, whatever, guys you're into, whatever, just flirt around, play around, that type of a deal. There goes your person. There goes your person. There goes a relationship. There goes, what are you doing? Want to know your schedule, that type of thing. Like, oh, what are you doing after work or after class, or, between this time and this time, or I was thinking about this when that type of thing. Commitments start to come in. Hey, and that is what I have for you, Marina. That is your reading. So absolutely, you're very welcome. I'm glad I got on here. And I was able to do this for you. Please drop me a like if you can. Drop a like on the video. I'd love to keep building the channel. I just got back on, so yes, I see it here clear as day. That will be as soon as you do that, as soon as you're back in that, and those are the stages of progression, and those are the barriers that are holding you back, and what's the linchpins, if you will, that are trapping you in, right, and keeping you blocked off from accessing those higher realms of energy. Man, once you do that, you're going to light up, and your personhood is going to come to life, and you are going to be able to attract so much. I appreciate you liking the video. Thank you. So we can just grow it. Awesome. Good for that. But good for you. Good for you. Again, I do see a person here for you. It could have been different. It could have been different. I didn't have to get this. You didn't have to get this one come out for you, but there's something here on the table for you. I don't think you're as far off as you think you are. I really don't. But I do insist that the energies must be right. The energies must be right in order for things to move forward, in order for you to be in a place where everything's are going to work out. And you're going to see that growth. Because otherwise, those same linchpins are still going to keep you trapped in, and you're not going to be able to experience those higher emotions. And that's why Spirit's already is asking for the work up front. Potentially because of the amount of commitment that you could see out of this relationship, you might need to really be in a place where you can build, and you can really build strong. You're going to need a strong, deep connection, because that's what you're going to be building, is a strong, deep connection. So, that some of that work falls on you too. It can't fall in your lap. Not if it's, not if this person is all that, quote unquote, They're going to want someone together. You're going to want someone together, and y'all are going to both be put together whenever you come together. So you just build. So you just build, and you just hit it off, and you can invest and indulge in each other like that, to where you can make that commitment, and you don't have all that to get off the table. That's already off the table, right? And so that way then you can grow into that and grow with that without having to deal with all the stuff in the past. And I feel like that's just baggage, because if someone comes through, you still got to deal with those issues. And you could put them in a closet or sweep them under the rug, but whenever you're able to free yourself, you're going to free yourself to higher emotion. And that's going to translate in the relationship, across your life, and in terms of emotional fulfillment, and you're going to feel satisfied. That's what I think. That's what I have for you, Marina. Thank you very much for coming by the channel. I do appreciate you. Thank you. And come back, and we'll read for you again. Haley, thanks for coming by. Thanks for coming by the channel. Welcome to Everything Tarot. I am Nick the Sack, and I'm here for you. I'm here to read for you. So if you got a question, go on and drop it in the comments, and we'll do our thing. Yeah, the floor is yours. It is just the ones by ones right now, but I'm very happy to be back. Happy to be back. It's been a little bit. It's been a couple months. You're welcome, Marina. Have a good day, good weekend. I think we're going into the weekend here, so best of luck with you and your situation. Definitely some social situations coming up. Maybe see what the girlfriend's got going on. See if you can get out somewhere. Do something, Don't be all cooped up. But very nice, very nice. What blessing is coming towards me? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's see. I'm quite curious as well. She's looking for a blessing. Let me pull some cards for you, Haley. Let's find out. What blessing? Well, you're assuming that you have a blessing coming towards you. Yeah, I got thief. Let's find out. Are you stealing somebody else's blessing, Haley? I got thief and I got enemy. House and widower. What in the world is going on here? So a thief, that is your enemy. Man, goes to your house and steals your boyfriend. It seems like somebody is going to try to take your man's here. I don't know. I don't know if you got somebody. That's what those little gypsy cards want to tell me. No, not you. It sounds like somebody else. At least that's what that message is kind of saying. That says house and widower, thief and enemy. So I don't know. You might have some enemies in your midst. I don't know. Be careful. Be careful with I don't know who you let into your house. Let me just say that. House can also be external affairs. It doesn't necessarily have to be your house. It could be standard like things you have to do in life, like like errands, things that deal with stability. I'm thinking like groceries for some reason. Okay, let's keep moving. Privileged lady, lovers, sudden wealth. Okay, let me pull a spread directly for you. I'm trying to see what these messages are trying to tell me about you. Enemy. Okay, there you are. Commitment hidden. Because you know what's right for you, and it's not commitment, but you are a loyal person. You are loyal and faithful. Some type of communication happening here in regards to what is right or wrong for you. I feel like it's lacking commitment, but you are loyal to this person. So we got lovers sitting here. Lovers with sudden wealth. It does seem like you could find something you love. Privileged lady, it seems like that's you. Thief, enemy, house, and widower. I'm definitely trying to see what this message means for you. Maybe somebody could steal your person. I know you don't have a person, but maybe somebody moving in here to steal a potential person. It's still a similar message here. What's this message about? No, you were gonna make it complicated on me. Hey, no, I'm teasing. Spirit is leading me somewhere on this, though. Let's see if we can put this together. Message about a new beginning. Yeah, I do feel like this is with somebody. You just don't think they're the right person. My dog is being a brat. I'll have to be back in a second. Yeah, I don't see you. I see you on the... it's a message or a communication about starting something with somebody, but you don't think they're right. You don't think they're the right person. Hey, you're being a total brat right now. Yeah, my bad. She was crying up a storm in there. I don't know what she was going on. Yeah, well, I got this lovers with this sudden wealth. It kind of implies that you would meet somebody. Let's see. But I'll ask directly. Is she meeting somebody? Is Haley meeting somebody? Somebody coming out here? I'm gonna have a man come out or what? Let's see. Okay. Okay, here's a little more of that message. So first we got the fish card, which is plenty of fish in the sea, multiple options, multiple opportunities. I feel like this is definitely relating with you not wanting to have this beginning, not feeling like it's the right person, right? It's right or wrong. You don't feel like it's the right person. This fish card is saying, look, there's many fish in the sea, so I feel like you're going to be entertaining multiple options here, kind of juggling, not really. I don't know if you're really going to know what. It's definitely going to be somebody else. There's no doubt about that. But I feel like it might not even be one specific somebody else. I feel like we're going to have to go through multiple people here. We're going to have to entertain different options and see which one is the best fit. And with this Distant Horizons card, that might take a little bit. That might take a little bit of time, or you're going to find yourself with someone who you really didn't see yourself ending up with. Something off of the beaten path here, something that you wouldn't normally go for, is what I'm getting here with the Distant Horizons and fish come out together. I see multiple opportunities. You weigh in a lot of options, but ultimately, and it's related with this right or wrong. You know, whatever you think is going to be right for you. And it's not you. I mean, I see loyalty here, so I don't think you're like being bad, you know, being bad girls or anything. I just get that you're looking for what's right and something that you can see yourself committing to, because you can't see yourself committing to anybody right now, any of these guys. So I do see you playing the field a bit more, keeping your options open, possibly juggling multiple options, or, you know, what have you, just having, you know, entertaining various suitors. But with this Distant Horizons, it seems like it's going to be either take a while or it's not going to be who you're really expecting. If you have a type, I don't feel like they're going to be that type. You're just going to be surprised here. Like, you're not going to be expecting, but it's going to be something that feels right. Ultimately, it's going to feel right, and I feel like you're going to have a good feeling about it. And that's what you're going to, those are the guns you're going to stick to. I feel like those are the guns you've been sticking to. And that's what you're going to do. I feel like is go with your gut on this one. Yeah, I don't know what this person did. Maybe this is a message about them. I don't know if they stepped on your toes, they took some information that you gave them, or they hurt your foundation, or they said something they shouldn't have. And they made themselves an enemy, but they really created their own grave, is kind of what I'm getting off of that. Is to kind of fill in that gypsy. I feel like that's also a scenario here. But here, looking over here, privileged lady, lovers, sudden wealth. It could all happen very fast, is also what I'm getting. When you get your person, I feel like things will happen very quickly in how things progress. This privileged lady, I feel like this is all speaking about this ethics card. I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing that you want what's right versus, you know, just going, you know, taking anybody, you know, and, you know, potentially open yourself up to something that you're not really on board for, you're not really about. You know what you want. And even if you don't know what you want, you know what feels right. You know it's gonna. You know what feels good. You know the feeling. I feel like that you're looking for, and I feel like that's worth waiting for here. You know, especially, you know, you've got loyalty here, so I don't feel like there's bad karma in the mix. But you are keeping that commitment hidden, and so yes, I feel like you're a little choosy, a little picky, but you know, that's the privileged lady. You know, that's the. That's privilege. You know what I mean? You have the privilege to be. And so why not exercise that, right? I feel like you're a smart girl. And you're going to make the best decisions and the best moves for you. So for you, what Spirit's kind of offering here is, yeah, I feel like your communication of this new beginning was a no. But moving forward in your further future, I see multiple opportunities, other people, possibly, at the same time, whatever, just, juggling, figuring it out, and going the distance for something that you really do believe in, that you really do feel is right for you. I hate to tie time on it. This just means it's like not the direct path. Distant journeys can mean distant journeys, but usually it means taking the roundabout way, taking the scenic route, and I feel like that's kind of you. Like, I'm not rushing into this commitment. We're talking, and that means we're talking. I'm still feeling you out, whatever. You've got opportunities, and I feel like you're really trying to see around the bend and see what's really going to be right for you, Haley. So that's what I see coming for you in terms of people in love, that type of a deal. As far as a blessing goes, I don't know about a blessing. Any type of blessings here? Good old card. Yeah, maybe that was just talking about your person that you were dealing with. I got 10 and 11 here. 10 is scythe, which refers to cutting out. So cutting out something, and then 11 is repetition. This will also be linked with consistency as well as sex. So the way I see it with cutting out and consistently, it's almost like consistently cutting people out. I feel like you're just cutting people down. You're like you're the reaper over here. I feel like you're just like, this is almost saying like cutting down suitors, but being committed and consistent with your ethics or what it is that, again, what you feel is right or wrong. And so I definitely see this being a theme for you, of you sticking to your guns, cutting out whoever doesn't serve you, and whoever doesn't, who doesn't meet your expectations, I feel like. And you're just going to be consistent and stable with what it is that is true and right. So you seem like someone who's very put together and definitely knows themselves. You seem very in tune emotionally and energetically. So I wish you the most luck with your story, with your journey. Thank you for coming by, Haley. And I hope to read for you again. Absolutely. Oh, and throw a like on the video if you can. I'm just trying to get more messages out to more people. Thank you very much for stopping by. Absolutely. Actually, how long have we been going here? Let's see. Oh, just about an hour. Beautiful. Yeah. So that is the Everything Tarot, I guess, nightly read sesh. If you were unable to join us today, that's cool. We'll catch you on the next one. I'll catch you tomorrow, actually. I'm going to be here from now on, right? I've been doing a lot, working on my car, working through job situations. The house has been turned upside down and turned back over multiple times. I'm glad. I'm so glad. I don't always know how a reading's going, but I always just read, and I just have to have faith in what it is that I'm reading, to get that message out there. Because I don't know your situation, I really don't. But the cards do. The cards are way more accurate than I am, just spitballing. But when we come together, it's good to get a message out. Feels good. Best of luck to you again on your situation. So yeah, I'm here for you. I'm here for everybody. Here to, read, get things out. If you want a private reading, anything like that, and, we're not on the air, anything like that, please just contact TakeEverythingTarot@gmail.com, right? Schedule that private reading. I also do astrology, natal birth chart reading, that type of a deal. Any type of question, whatever it is you need. We're here. I'm here for you. Nick the Sack, the love is back, and the tarot never left. It just got bigger. It just got better. That's it. I think that's it. Either way, I'm going to call that it. I appreciate every single one of you. We will catch you tomorrow. Same time? Time I get on? 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. I might even do a morning. Just stay notified. Bye, Haley. Thank you so much for coming by. Thanks for sticking with us. All of y'all have a great day. Rest of your weekend if you don't see me again. But I'm here. I'm here. We're going to be here. It's Everything Tarot. We're back, baby. So stay tuned. And peace.